we may end up with a situation where we don't even have political parties in 2027 because the internal implosion, even within the ruling party itself, will.
Hello, welcome to another amazing video. If this is the first time coming across this channel and you like what happens here, then go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Also turn on your post notification bell so that you get notified whenever we post videos on this channel. On this channel, we do not promote hate speech, we do not promote violence, we only bring credible information that will benefit members of the public. I want to use this opportunity, I want to use this medium to appreciate YouTube for creating such an amazing avenue that helps us bring information, credible information to the members of the public. Now, I came across this video that caught my attention. I want us to watch it together. As you watch, do not forget to like and share.
Excellencies, I think I just want to talk about the point that was made by former Vice President as well as Malam El Rufai, that the party, one is an emergency situation, and the second is the fact that we may not have a democracy anymore. What's going on now with the point that was made about trying to ensure that the opposition itself is non-existent anymore, and even increasingly they themselves have not met as a political party, suggests to me that we may end up with a situation where we don't even have political parties in 2027 because the internal implosion, even within the ruling party itself, will lead to a situation where that emergency becomes even more dire than we need. We may find. People may wake up in the party and find out, oh, there's no opposition. We've killed all the oppositions. We've finished with Labour. We've finished with PDP. So we are all inside the APC, opposition and non-opposition. We are fighting ourselves inside the PDP and APC. And meanwhile, the APC has not even met to even have an understanding of what the kind of democracy of the future should be. Consequently, this is a problem and an emergency largely above what I think we should even be reducing to the level of political parties and what the political actors can do. I think this is a more fundamental question about what the future of the democracy itself is, and it's not something to be left to politicians or political parties. It's something much larger than that, and I think that's where my concern comes from.
Thank you very much. Can I call Dr.
Your Excellency, the moderator, permit me to stand on existing protocols. His Excellency, the former Vice President Aman Nasir made reference to very touching, serious party matters at the heart of any attempt to form broad-based political party that will uproot to borrow from the likes of Mal Nasru, rudderless APC government. But there are issues that are germane, some of which have been adequately dealt with by particularly His Excellency Malam Nasir about internal democracy. I think the nature of the transition we had to this democratic dispensation was itself done in such a way that most Nigerians had conceived democracy very wrongly as civilianization of governance. Democracy is far beyond ritual elections at intervals. Democracy has to be a cultural issue. And that is what makes internal democracy germane to survival of any party. The worst lie anybody can tell is to tell a lie to himself. As members of the political class, all of us are guilty. We have been telling ourselves bloody lies. We say we are committed to democracy. By the way we run each of the political parties from 1998 to date suggests the contrary. Because we have upgraded the so-called value of consensus building over and above competition, like Malam Nasir rightly captured. And without that, you cannot have democracy. Parties are instruments of recruitment into leadership positions. And if you want to have people who run this democracy and run a democratic system, then the parties must themselves be democratic. You cannot give what you do not have. It's a simple rule. And so, that's number one. Number two,
you have
the issue of left. Party discipline.
Yeah.
Party discipline has not been discussed, but I thought it is fundamental. You recall in the First Republic, Chief Awolowo's action group expelled serving Premier Akintola to strengthen party supremacy and party discipline. In Second Republic, when we are doing the tax of People's Redemption Party, Malamine Kano expelled Abubakar Remi and Balaro Musa, then governors of Kano and Kaduna State, and the party survived. Wazir Ibrahim of GNPP expelled Governor Goni of Old Borno and Barde of Old Gongola, and the party survived. Now, you cannot have a party where there is no discipline. We give ourselves some rules. We say as a party, we are committed to those rules that will govern us. We have procedures. We have established due process within party. We don't follow them. Somebody will come and openly canvass for candidates of other parties. Nothing happens to him. Nothing happens at the other party. Somebody will wake up, for whatever reason, and will make proclamation 3-4 years before election to say, I will be committed to the candidate of the party I'm supposed to be opposing. Like it is happening now in PDP, my party. Very sadly, somebody will wake up and say he is committed to a Tinubu presidency. One is a member of the People's Democratic
Please
Party.
round up.
And nothing happens.
Thank you.
Now, we cannot have that. Then the issue of funding. I think it all borders on the commitment that members have in the shared vision. It's a false shared vision that unites members of the party. You see, somebody made the point, and I think it's very beautiful, that the parties as they are presently constituted are not distinguishable by the big ideas that each one of them represents. Governor Kayode and some of us who were students in the 80s in UK will recall, were active members of the Labour Party. Why? Because we have shared vision. We believed Labour represented our vision, our ideological dispositions, and so on. And virtually all African students in the 80s, in the 90s, will work for Labour Party. We did under Neil Kinnock and others. Kayode was here, wanted him to run for councillorship for one of the counties in London. He refused. But because we had shared vision, we are committed to the party. So if you had shared vision, you will be able to now establish ownership. And then no amount of money will be too big for you. NEPU in the First Republic under later Aminu Kano was funded by the masses of the people who were members of the party because they believed in the shared vision represented by the NEPU.
Thank you very much.
In 1979, Madam, please can I run? In 1979, when we were young tax, these my friends, Aminu Kano ran for president. The party wanted to raise 10 million naira to prosecute the presidential campaign in the then 19 states of Nigeria. 10 million naira. And the rule was enacted that all party members may contribute not more than 10 naira. You contribute 1 naira minimum, but no more than 10 naira. People who are queuing up to come and say, okay, take 10 naira for me, 10 naira for my wife, 10 naira for my son, I have 5 grandchildren, and so on. People funded Aminu Kano's campaign because they had shared vision. Now, unless we have a shared vision, a party that is ideological, we cannot be able to mobilize mass funding. You cannot be able to stop people who have money to fund it. And the contradictions will continue. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, His Excellencies, other participants. I'd like to just say, bottom line, politics in Europe, the Americas, is bedrocked on ideology. Ideology is the basis for forming political parties. You either lean to the left or you lean to the right. That is the basis for which you have people in the UK who have generations of members in Labour Party or in the Conservative Party. Same as in the US, you have people who are generations of family members who have been Republicans or Democrats. It's based on their leanings ideologically. We don't have that in Nigeria. It might have started in the 70s and in the 80s, but that is all gone. If we want to sit here today and talk about, I was going to say also that it's that ideological belief in what you are doing that makes you take deep into your pocket and finance it. When there's no such ideology, there's no basis. If we want to go into discussing those issues now in today's reality in Nigeria, we're wasting our time. politics in Nigeria has been devoid of ideology. So what do we need to do? We need to form another, if you want to call it, special purpose vehicle today. Win the next election first. Then we can create an ideological base for that political party. Anything outside of that is just a waste of time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Please restrict yourself to 2 minutes.
Thank you, distinguished Senator. Your Excellencies, my name is Comrade Babatunde Ali. I'm privileged to be the National Secretary of the People's Redemption Party, PRP. I'm representing my national chairman here, Malam Falalu. Sirs, I have just 1 minute. Some of the things I would have loved to mention, he spoke in that direction. But as I watch this city, I see a repeat of what I have seen wherever I've been privileged to sit with leaders of our people like this. Some of the issues we actually supposed to be sober about, and in fact shedding tears, we will laugh and we will walk out of here. I'll leave every leader, particularly on this seat, with this message. Sirs, in the next 5 years or 10 years, you won't be sitting here. It will be someone else. Is this the nation you want to leave for us?
Thank you so much for watching, and please drop your contribution, drop your opinion in the comment section. Please do it constructively. You know what I mean by that. And do not forget, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. Like this video and also share. I'll see you in our next video.